So some people was asking me whether or not I'm coming back live again. Yeah, but I just want to tell you that I'm looking at the computer. One of the reasons that I won't go live if I'm not feeling it. Like I have to feel it. And I've been really busy. Hey Jupiter Storm. And as a result of me being so busy, I didn't want to come on here just to do it. And I know I kind of messed up with the algorithm and all that stuff, but it's not about that. Hey, Netta. Hey, how are you? The Aries, hey. So I just want to do the live chat astrology thing so that we don't have a particular topic. And if y'all up, while y'all up, what's on your mind? So, you know what? The first thing you could do to see what's on your mind, you can go to see what how Neptune is affecting your Mercury. Neptune affecting your Mercury. So you can go to Mercury, Neptune, transiting Neptune square or oppose your Mercury. And sometimes it could be a trine, and the trine, just because it's a trine, remember trines are not always that great. Hey Brian, hey Dre, and Junius, thanks y'all for coming on here. I have to. I'm sorry. I gotta. Okay. So now that the chat is there. Okay. Anyway, so even sometimes it's a trine because a lot of people think that a trine is so great and so harmonious and so peaceful. Actually, I think it's a real kind of danger in a way because if you too nonchalant, if nothing really is bothering you or going on with you, that you can make mistakes and you could, it'll cause problems for you. So yeah, I don't think that we should just rely on a trine. But anyway, look and see what you're in your what is really if it's a Neptune square, see if it's a square. So right now, and I'm not gonna tell you guys if you have a square. So we have Neptune is in Pisces right now. So if you have a Mercury and Gemini or Sagittarius, you have your Neptune is squaring your Mercury. So look and see what zodiac sign that your Mercury is in. If it's in Gemini or Sagittarius. And then like Google that and see what that's about because, you don't want to uh misinterpret that. Yours conjunct. Hey money Mike. Um I fight this Friday. That's all I could think about. Oh, okay. So you might have something with your Mars. You could have a Mars. You could have a Mars and a Pluto doing something together, or a Mars and Saturn doing something together. So Saturn is in Aquarius, and Mars. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you what Mars is in really fast. If anybody know, could tell me. But I'm gonna look here. Okay, they're not letting me do it. Anyway, you look and see what Mars is in, and it can square if well, you gotta see what sign is in. It's not allowing me to do this. Okay, maybe it's one will. So anyway, wait, let me see, because this is not going by itself. Mercury and Taurus. So right now, Mars is in Virgo. So if you have a Mars and I mean a Pluto. Let's do Mars and Mercury. So if you have it's Virgo. So if you have a Sagittarius or um a Gemini, it's gonna square you. Hey, I need this joint. So if you have a Mercury and Gemini or Sagittarius, it's gonna square you. So you're gonna have a lot of racy thoughts, or anxiety. I just hate saying that word. Um, because your Mars is speeding it up. Remember, your Mars causes action. It's like the fuel to the fire, so it can speed things up. And then you can look at that day on the ephemeris Dre, and you can see where um what degree is going to be, and how it's going to affect you on that day. So we're just talking about astrology, and I miss y'all. I know some people was gonna leave and some people was gonna stay. Um, that's cool though. That helps me out. Mm. Oh, okay. What else? What else I wanted to say? And the reason why I'm saying these transits is just so that you guys can get um a quick way to do it. But if y'all staying up tonight, that's my whole point of bringing that. What is going on? All right, Dre said that his mind is racing because he's thinking about his fight that he has, because he's like a fighter. And I think if you click on his thing, I think it's the same channel name. I don't think Dre is active on his either. You have a new job. Look how the Sun and Saturn. So the Sun is in Leo. What's your Saturn in? So see if they square, because you have to. If it's a new job, did you already have an interview or did you get the job? My Mars is in Libra, if that helps. Well, if Mars is in Virgo, well, not your Mars. It'll be Mars coming towards you. You already got the job. Okay, if you already got the job, you got to look at your Sun and Saturn. I'm sorry. The Sun is in Leo. What's in your Saturn? Because a square is a Scorpio or a Taurus. So if you have Saturn in Scorpio or Taurus, then it's a square, and you got to find out why is it a square. Okay, it's a square. Now, then you're gonna look at the degree of the sun. Right now, it's 23 degrees, so that means it's like the 23rd day of that Leo's been in. And so you could add like 1 degree a day. So tomorrow could be like 24, Tuesday could be 25. And then look at the date that the sun degree is going to match your Saturn degree. It could be a semi-sextile or a semi-square. Semi-square is 45 degrees, and a semi-sextile is 30 degrees. So you count within that. I hope that helps. And if you saying you want to know how well you'll do on your job, I will look in my sixth house close to your probationary period. So if you have a 30-day probation period at your job, then I will look at what's going to happen in Virgo season, because that's like Virgo is going to be in and then Libra. Virgo will be out and then Libra. So I will count it and see 30 days. If it's 90 days, I will look closer to, I guess it'll be Scorpio season. And I will look and see. Now, if you have a Mars square Saturn, and you have a Sun square Saturn, and you said it, you do. If your Saturn is not 23 degrees and 32 minutes, then you should be okay, because you're already past that time. And the good thing about the sun, y'all, it don't stay every day. It don't stay for days. It's in and out. They say Mercury is like that, but Mercury could last for a day and a half. So, so when I say this stuff can last, I'm talking about the energies can last, right? So you gotta look at it that way. Because if you look at the moon and follow the moon transit, which I don't recommend, and I don't follow the moon transit because it's so many different moods throughout the day. It's crazy. That's how they do the daily horoscope. They could do that every day because they're basing it on the moon, right? So we have feelings every day. Like we have more than one feeling every day. We could be happy waking up in the morning, afternoon we groggy, lunchtime in late, we're depressed, and then we happy again, and like our moods fluctuate. So there's no way for you to try to follow the moon transit every day unless you want to match it up to an event that you have to do, and you want to see how you're emotionally going to react to it. Get it? So if it passed that degree, you good. The Venus kind of stay in about a day and a half. Mars probably 2 to 3 days. So that means that you would experience. Okay, and another thing, when I was learning this and I was studying this stuff about how it moves in and out and all this stuff, like I'm telling y'all tonight, what I thought that if they're saying that it's going to be in for 2 or 3 days, like Mars gonna be in 2 and 3 days, I was thinking that the problem, I'm gonna keep having the same, like different problems for 2 or 3 days, and it's not. You only have one problem or one issue. It's not more than one. So if you have a Sun square Saturn and it's like a day and a half, it's not gonna happen the next day. Something something else is gonna happen different. I hope y'all get that. So anyway, I know I'm talking, and I said, when I come on, I'm gonna do certain things different. I'm preparing different things for the channel and stuff like that. And this is just a live that I'm just doing, and I probably won't even keep it up. I don't know, but I just wanted to, um, the people who really like talking about astrology with me, those are the people I came on for. So, Paula Oppenheimer. The public does not ask a simple question. If vaccines are, I can't say. You know what? I would, Polar Troll, I would not typically remove you or do that. But hey, y'all, I learned about that YouTube AI thing now. Everything you say, it turns into a script. And then they look at certain keywords on there. So that's why a lot of people, um, stuff going down on their channel, because certain things you say, even if you take it back, you still could do it. So I have to take it off. And now I got to take this person from the channel. See, I want to do that. Okay. Getting back. So that's why I'm coming on here, just to say hi. And unfortunately, I know my notifications are not going to go out to the people who wanted me to come on. But, it is what it is. So I am going to be doing more zodiac sign kind of videos. One of the things that I realized was when I'm telling people that I have a channel who's not into astrology or zodiac or anything like that, and then they say, "Oh, what's your channel about?" Right? And I try to tell them, like it's all over the place, but I try to tell them, and I said, you know what? Better yet, just go to Shonda Rise, whatever, on YouTube, and you'll see me, and just click on it. And do y'all know that there is no video that says their sign? So if I'm a Scorpio and I go on your channel, I'm not going to see no playlist, video, nothing that says Scorpio. So I'm like, I don't even tell them, because I'm like, they still not going to know. So I got to do that. I just was thinking, every time I think of doing it, I'm like, 12 times you have that plate. Yeah. Oh gosh. I really live my truths. Okay. Hey, yeah. So, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say. I'm going to definitely definitely be working on everybody's zodiac sign. My strongest intention is to do everybody's every monthly forecast because they're gonna be quick. I don't care if y'all go on some websites, videos, or whatever, and they give you a 30-minute video, a 25 minutes, and you're happy or whatever. First of all, it's gonna be redundant. They're gonna keep repeating it over and over, saying it in a different way. That's number one. And number two, if you read a whole bunch of stuff, it's gonna be redundant, saying it in different ways. And then you wasted your time, and at the end of it, you still don't get the gist of what it was saying. Well, I'm working on this thing where I'm going to give you a bulleted list of every single thing that I want you, well, not that I want you to work on, but, that I'll do for you and print it out. This way, you can match all of the things that you need to be aware of or not be aware of, or not to focus on, to your current goals or the goals you have for that next month. That's the easiest thing. But the only thing about that, y'all, is that I will have to do it 12 times. And I don't want to put like 2 or 3 videos up at a time only. And then, what happened to mine? What about this? What about, especially the Virgos? What about mine, Shonda? That's your faves. 8. Yeah. Just the stuff filler to get more money. Yeah, not only to get more money, but like just holding your attention and everything like that. I don't particularly do that. There are little tricks. Hey, Laval. They are. It's like little tricks that I could do to hold retention, but I don't do those things. So if I can't hold y'all retention by just being me, you know what? I'm not. I guess I ain't the one to hold y'all attention. But I was looking for the thing so I could show y'all, but it's just basically some bulleted lists. Like, say for the month, all right, say Netta, and that is a Gemini, right? So if I was, and she say, Shonda, okay, I want you to do me a monthly reading, not for Gemini, but for my sign. I wouldn't do the bulleted list. But if she's saying, Shonda, you're gonna do a video about what Geminis need to focus on this month, then yeah, it's gonna be a bulleted list, and then you can whatever it's gonna be all Gemini related, all Scorpio related, all Aries related, all Taurus related. So the things that's not going on with you, don't worry about it. So if I say that, damn, I see some relationship stuff changing for the Geminis, like, but at the same time, if it's you're single, I'm gonna give you something for the single people. So you see that it says something about relationship and you're not in one, cross it out. I guarantee you there's gonna be some stuff in there. Remember, astrology, energy, and readings are not psychic. So astrology, you give choices. There's so many different dynamics because there's so many different dynamics of us as humans. So it's so many different dynamics that they're not gonna give you everything at once like that. So they're gonna give you choices. I was about to ask about us Geminis. Yes, it'll be broken down perfectly. So, and especially for the earth signs, because especially the Capricorns, because the Capricorn don't walk around with a briefcase and a pocketbook. They walk around with clipboards. It looked like a briefcase. It looked like a pocketbook, but it's a clipboard. But anyway, so um, you'll be able to. I'm just still. I'm looking at paper and stuff because I'm like trying to figure out if I printed this out. All right. Anyway, so I think it'd be cool, and it'd be for the Geminis. It'd be for all signs, not just the Geminis. I meant to say, but it will resonate because I'm going to talk about, you know, what you need to do. Yes, clipboard. Exactly, clipboard. It is. It is. But What's wrong with a clipboard? I'm a Capricorn moon, y'all, so it's really about myself that I'm laughing about. And I tease when I talk about Saturn. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna offer that, and I'm is not gonna. I'm gonna and listen. Anytime I charge, it's because I need money, and I have the skill and this talent, and I could do that instead of like girls dotting themselves out and get money that way. They could use whatever other skill they were blessed with other than that. But anyway, that's one reason. And then if I have to pay a service to access, like I don't use the apps like that you download. I don't use those. I use calculators and electronic um ephemeris and stuff like that. So sometimes you have to access, you got to pay a fee. So yeah, I do have to pay a fee. I mean, I charge a fee to pay a fee. So I can't charge ever on my channel anything lower than $5 because that's like the minimum that I gotta pay. But like a reading like that, if y'all want to get one, um, like personally, other than just the video I'm gonna put up, because the video I put up might be enough. But if you want your own personal thing, then I probably won't charge no more than $15 because it's gonna be short, sweet, and to the point. Hey, Aspida. I try to be funny. Hey, yo, you know what, Dre Dre? I'm gonna have to erase this. You know why? And you're gonna be okay with the reason. Because you just said a reverse manifestation. You said I need money. So guess what? You're gonna keep needing money. You got to change that into a different affirmation so you can actually manifest the money. And you're not manifesting money, you're manifesting a change in how you feel about not being able to provide, purchase, save, or something with the money. So if you manifest what you really are asking for, you'll get it, and then you won't even have the need for the money and say that again. I hope you understand. I think you do, but I don't want to do this because me and Dre Dre, we could talk for hours and hours and hours. And he knows that um you have currency, but we got it. We don't want to just switch a manifestation to I with something that we have that we don't, unless we believe so much in manifestation. We got to believe in that, like we believe in the air that we breathe. Hey, Oliver. um so most people don't like it because they feel like a deception, like they're lying when they say they have something. But I need you to really believe that you could take one entity and another entity and combine them together and manifest something new. That's all manifestation is. But then we could also speak things is counterproductive. No, I know you were saying it funny. I'm talking about the word need though. The word need. No, no. You don't have the need for that because you don't have no needs. You have everything that you want. You have everything that you desire. Even if you think, and I'm talking to everybody and I'm talking to myself first, everything that we think we need in addition to what we already have is a falsehood, is not true, because we already have what we need to survive. We have what we need to love, to be generous, to lead, to follow. You know, we have we already have these things, so we have no needs. So if we have no needs, let's don't talk about the word no and needs together, because we're doing a counter manifestation. And every time I do that and I catch myself, I just stop. I say, wait. Let me remanifest that. And let me get that out the energy field and bring this in. And people be like, okay, you gotta do all that extra. I'm like, hey, I'm an extra. I'm an extra. So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to come on here and say bye. I mean, bye. Hi. I'm about to say bye. And I might keep this up. If not, then the next thing that you guys will see me do are the Virgo season um, zodiac signs. So Virgo is going to come in like about 7 more days. You're 50 seconds behind. Well, you are in Cali, right? So yeah, it's gonna be good. I think y'all gonna like it a lot. Because you'll be able to click on there and click on your own video. All right, so real quick, just tell me how long do y'all think I should do the video for? If it's like worth it. What's too long? What's not long? Like, give me a number. Then your reading should be free since you don't actually need money after all. Oh. Well, then my part of the reading can be free, and I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to, have self development. Oops. I'm growing. I have self development. See, I just messed myself up by saying trying. I have these things. So I could be, but what about the people who I got to pay the $5 to? They might not be like us, Dre, trying to change things in themselves. Um, that's why I stopped. But Dre, he's my little bro. He's a Scorpio. Okay. Oh, y'all saying good night, and I didn't go nowhere. So y'all gotta get to know me, man. Yeah, the Aries. You heard me. I didn't even see that, and I caught myself like, yo. But anyway, I didn't say. I wasn't saying. I thought I was gonna say bye, but hold on. So what up? I'm trying to hurry up and do this. Shonda, when it comes to the squares, we have it in our charts. What planet should we look at first? Oh, like you mean like when it had the two planets and then the aspect in the middle? You always look at the one on the left because you're doing it left to right because of the when you're looking at your chart, it looks opposite because it's a mirror image from us looking Earth geocentric. But then, okay, I can't go through all that. I don't have enough time. Yeah, so you wanna look at your squares in your natal chart because you need those are gifts. And when I say gifts, I'm not talking about a blessing that you have or a natural ability. I'm talking about it's a gift from the universe. It's telling you your lesson and it's telling you what it is in this life. So it's telling you your squares. So your squares are lessons. It's the ones that's hard as shit that we don't want to deal with, we don't want to go through, but they are your lessons. So when you look, if you want to, you don't have to work on all your squares at once, but if you want to work on yourself, start with the square. See what planet square, what planet in your natal chart, and start studying the shit out of just that. And not only study it, but manifest the situations in your life. Like you can't stand people who always sit at the light, the turning lane, and they on their phone, and y'all miss the light. You're gonna project that into your life, and you're gonna start having staying behind people like 3 or 4 people at a time, different times. But don't say no and don't say I don't want this. Like you can't have it both ways. You can't say you want something, you want to learn about yourself, and then you do it, and then you start experiencing and taking a lesson, and then it get too hard or aggravating, and then you want it to stop. Well, if you have it stop, then what's gonna happen is it's gonna come around again because if it's gonna either happen in your natal, and if you don't want to awaken that within yourself, the transits will get you. The transits will make squares. Oh, thank you, Brian. Brian said he can hang out. Yes, please do that. But see, you're also talking to Saturn moon, and I know it's not Saturn moon; it's a Capricorn moon. But I say it like that so it can get straight to the point. But I'm okay with doing things in a difficult, challenging way. Like I don't look at it as it's challenging or difficult. But if I was to suggest or say what I do, then it'll sound like it's challenging and difficult. So I got to be careful though. So the moon is in. Let me just refresh my page. I just want to tell y'all this, and then we're gonna go. The moon is in Aries, at 1 degree and 3 minutes. So right now in the sky, the sun and the moon are trining. So collectively, that's how you do the collective. You do collective readings based on the mundane astrology. And mundane astrology means the planets just transiting right now and how they're affecting each other. Am I buffering? I'll probably about to. So but so collectively we had the influence and the forces with us, and we had a good influence of the sun and the moon. It's a trine, but it's one is 23 degrees and another one is 1 degree, so it's really far. So you might have to really put on your binoculars to see the good, because they really far apart. You said you got an Aries moon. So listen, you're gonna have your new moon. Whatever your degree is in Aries, your new moon. So everybody got a personal month, right? So our moon conjuncts every month. It goes back around to where it was 30 days ago, right? So now that he has his no, it's not gonna conjunct. You're a Sag. Duh. I'm sorry. It's a trine. Still the same thing. After the trine, I think you got a trine. You got a trine. You got a quincunx, a sextile, and another trine. Yeah. So when it comes back around, that's when you're a new month. So I don't know what your good degree. If I know your degree, I could tell you. Hey, Autumn stars. If you have a Gemini moon, just be aware of the women that you're gonna be around today, and it's a woman in authority. It's 29 degrees Aries, so you gotta wait until probably, I don't know, a few days, because it's in Sag. You got Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. So that's 5 signs, and the signs stay in. The moon stay in the sign like 2.5 days. So then 2.5 or 2 times 10, it's like 20. Like you could do it like that, or you can get an ephemeris, or you could cheat and get an app. You don't want to do that. Okay, so all right, I forgot what I was saying before, but this is what I saw before, and I didn't see not one number. Can y'all please tell me how long do you guys think that when I do my monthly readings for each sign, how long should that video be each sign? That's what I'm asking. Not each sign. I'm gonna do all signs, right? I'm gonna say all zodiac signs. I'm gonna do all zodiac signs. How long is 15 minutes? Taurus sun, Leo moon. My guy is a Taurus sun, Gemini moon. He don't, he don't get on your nerves. 15 minutes. Look at the Jupiter storm. He got Jupiter in his name. So he goes, however long you feel. Because he want to expand. And look at Oliver talking about 2 to 3 hours. Yeah. I really seriously doubt, well, I can't say that because I do be watching long videos. I'll be taking little different breaks. So I don't think nobody want to watch their sign for 2 or 3 hours. $45? She said, or he said, I don't know. The Aries said 1 hour for Aries, and maybe 5 or 6 minutes for those other signs. 12 minutes for each. Thanks for an alignment. I was really thinking of 15 minutes. So you are the closest bid, and you are the next contestants on the. Okay. Um, thank you, Liquid. All right, I'm thinking 15 minutes. So 15 minutes time 12. So that's how long I will have to record them. Oh shoot, and I can't do them for one video. Okay, that's another thing. I can't do all zodiac signs in one video and do chapters or timestamps because that's no. I'm gonna have to do everybody's own individual sign. Just go until I have nothing to say. Always have something to say. I got Mercury and Libra. I'm gonna always have something to say. Yes, on that, yeah. So I'll do 15-minute video for each sign. And then I can keep it on there. And then if I know I'm not gonna come on because something else going on in my life or I'm not feeling it, I don't want to be like fake and phony, I can add addendums. I can add addendums to the video. I mean, another video, for the Aries and addendum for the Pisces. But start with addendum to the Virgo since it's gonna be their season. Maybe I should do it like that. I should follow. So it'll be addendum. Y'all know what I mean by addendum? Not saying I know y'all know what addendum means, but yeah, this way it'll be an extra sign or extra reading within that month. Because I was thinking instead of doing it that way, I could just do 2 weeks and then do another 2 weeks. But astrology don't work like tarot card reading, so um, I'll do the month and then an addendum. So it'll be like a mini your sign. So it'll be a regular Scorpio video and it'll be a mini Scorpio video, or it could be a longer one because that the second video is not gonna count. That's gonna be like a whatever how long I feel like talking about it in the extra. You know? Y'all wanna know what Mercury and Libra is like, by the way? Exactly what I'm doing right now. If y'all ever was wondering, like, what's the energy of Mercury and Libra? This is it. And it seems, and everybody think, even Libra sons, people think that a Libra is not cardinal, but wishy-washy or flighty. And the only reason why they say flighty is because of the air thing. But I don't even see Libras as air signs. I don't know why. And I don't see them as cardinals. I don't know why. I don't know what energy I see them as, but it's not air. But you can't forget and sleep on them because they are air. I don't care how romantic and nice and whatever is sweet and harmonious and pretty flowers around when they walk on the ground. I don't care none of that. Libras are still cardinal and they are still air. Please do not forget that and get it twisted. And then you're all twisted in this intellectual battle and they won't stop because they're not using their emotions. They're using their head. So, excuse me. You're a Libra moon, so your moon square my moon. Thank you for saying that. Okay, the universe gave me something. So the people who was listening before when I was about to say the moon square their moon, if you have your moon is moon in Sag right now. So if you have a moon in Pisces or Gemini, no my bad, Virgo, then the moon is according to your degree. It's on its way though because it's at 1 degree. It might be. Let me see. It might because the moon moves very fast, y'all. So it's gonna be more than 1 degree. Okay, it's still 1 degree in 9 minutes instead of one degree in 6 minutes. But the timing and space is not the same time, so it's not exactly like that. But the moon degrees move really really fast. But anyway, because our emotions move really really fast. So the moons, if you got a moon in Gemini, I'm sorry, that's a opposite. But if you have a moon in Pisces or Virgo, it's a square. So that's a female energy with the moon, but a female in authority because the first planet with transits, that's the planet that's coming towards us. We're not going towards it. the energy is coming towards us. Okay, so it is a moon. So first you got to think about a female. You have to, even if you interpret different ways, you got to think about a female in authority. So who could a female in authority be? It could be your mother. Hey, Flo King. It could be a grandmother, auntie, somebody in authority over you. And also, it could be a female boss or supervisor or somebody, some chick at the job. She not a boss or supervisor, but she thinks she is. Or she tell and she a snitch or something like that. She one of these gossips, like somebody who you want to not have drama with and stay away from. It could be that. It could be an officer. You could be pulled over by the police. It could be in getting waiting and getting coffee or a cappuccino and the people being disrespectful, and then you ask for the manager and it's a B. She worse, than a employee. So if it's you gotta be aware of that, and then whatever feeling that it evokes in you, that is your lesson. Sad Sun, Cat Moon, Aquarius. So, well, Libra rising people, as far as their personalities, when they think they don't, they're in their head and they seem like intellectuals. And I'm not saying that you're not intelligent, but you seem more intellectual until a person talks to you, and then they feel comfortable and really down to earth. So that business intellect kind of go out the window, and they feel your natural self. Because the Libras is the first zodiac sign that wants to share an experience with others. So it got to at least be one other. So Libra, you have to be around and socialize, and they're from Venus anyway. So anyway, getting back to the moon square moon. So the lesson, whatever feeling it makes you feel, if you feel inferior, if you feel I wish I had some money because I wanted to deal with this, or I wish she died, or I hate her and all that kind of stuff. See what feeling, sit on your feeling for a while, and kind of see what you're feeling, because that's your lesson. That is your lesson. And the moon gonna square your moon twice in 1 month. So you're gonna at least have 2 encounters with that kind of energy. It also could be your wife or your girlfriend. It could be your daughter. But those are the wife and or the girlfriend and a young girl, your daughter. They're like, if you have to make a triangle when it's heavy at the top and it gets skinny and less, they're like at the bottom of that is usually your mother or your female boss or a judge or a police officer or a manager in a store or somebody acting funny in customer service when you call or anything like that. Those are the top things. Also, you're not going to want to be at home because it's going to be a lot of tension in your home. And if you have more than one female, if there's females living in your home, you're going to have that too. Ask yourself again, well, first feel that feeling and sit on that and find out what lesson. And you might say, that little bitch don't have no lesson. She just want to be smart and sassy or disrespectful. She gonna have to learn a lesson. No, 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 no. It's some feeling that happens is coming up, and that's, again, we could take the opportunity to learn from the lesson and fix it. So every time it come up, we won't even notice it. Or we keep waiting for these squares to come every single month. There's 2 of them every single month. And just try to ignore it, thinking that it's not going to happen again next month. Oh, yes, it is. Like, as long as the Earth is orbiting and Pluto and Neptune and Mars and Venus, and all the planets, that's how long it's going to happen. Hey, Clyde, I have 2 Libra daughters, and my ex had Libra, Venus, and Mars. Yeah, a lot of codependency. So you gotta be nice to them all because they are dependent on you for their emotional feelings and expressions. I'm telling you, that's why I think what Venus Um, uh, Libras have more, the stronger part of Venus with the beauty and the harmony and like pretty things and flowers and colors. And the Taurus have the kind of Venus like socialization and money. So anyway, um, you're not gonna want to be in the house, but I will beseech you and plead with you that you actually go ahead and be in the house and learn that lesson so that you don't have to keep going through it. And sometimes, since it's the energy coming towards you, like the moon coming towards you, it don't have to be people in your house per se. It could be um, something regarding your house, something regarding your house that's not exactly, you know, it's out of your control, it's out of your power, it's kind of out of your hands. Libra Sun, but not good with others' emotions, work in progress. Because you are no, you. That's the misconception that people have with Libra energy, that they think that the Libras have emotional stuff. They are air. That's what I said. They are still air. Don't sleep on that. They're air. Their siblings is Aquarius and Gemini. They are air signs. Libras are air signs. So it might, because of the harmonious nature of Venus, it might soften them up. And with that softness and the air and the logic, it blends together and make you seem like you give a shit about people's feelings. But anyway, all right. I mean, I'm trying to do the moon square moon. I'm staying focused some kind of way in this video tonight. So it could, like I said, it could be energy coming towards you, like maybe somebody delivering you food or whatever, and she being mean. It's somebody who has some kind of authority, even a little piece of authority in that moment, or your judge or your mother or somebody like that. Um, Also, you are not, if it's a square, you're not going to want to do home like things. You're not going to feel like cooking. You're not going to feel like, you know, changing the baby and washing the clothes and cleaning up and stuff like that. You're not going to feel that. You're not going to do it. If you do it, you're going to be having resentment. This just happens to everybody twice a month. So it don't matter what your sign is in. I'm telling you, it happens every month to all signs. The moon is going to square your moon. The moon, and then every month the moon opposes your moon. Every month. So if you got an opposite moon, so like if you're a Gemini moon and you're like close to 3 degrees, you're feeling this now because the orb is at 1 degree. But if the moon, any opposition that y'all get, stop falling into the opposition, please. It's so difficult not to, but it's just as equally easy to fall into it because it's an opposition, and it's as above, so below. So it's gonna be opposition from a whole bunch of areas. So what you do is you humble yourself to an opposition. Humble yourself. Humble your will, especially if you have a sun opposition. So if you are a Aquarius right now, and if you are early, um, well, if you're a late degree, a third decan Aquarius, like 20, since it's 23 degrees right now, then the sun is opposing you. It's the opposite. So if the sun is opposing you, your sun, that's their will against your will. But guess what? It's a transit. So the sun is opposing your natal sun. So they automatically have authority. So who could these people be? It could be your father, your uncle, any grandfather, any man in authority outside your family. It can be your boss. It could be a dude cop. Everything I said about the female, it could be the same thing with a dude. And if it opposes, you humble yourself because you want to do two things. You want to learn the lesson and do the lesson, or start with the lesson, because you cannot win The only way you can win in that battle of opposition, because you're already, remember, placed in a second level. You're not in a higher level of authority. You're on a lower level of authority. So the only way you can win is for you to know that the universe is doing this for my good and it's showing me my lesson. And thank you, universe. I'm gonna not fall into it and make other oppositions for myself. I'm gonna actually humbly open and accept what the universe keep telling me every single month. Well, not every single month. My bad. That's the moon square. You get 2 sun squares a year as well. So right now, uh, me and Taurus is Scorpio, and Taurus is our square, sun square, dot square. But I have my sun as an early degree, so I know when it's gonna happen when the season first come in. I just wait for it, like the first week of it. But if you're, like I said, Aquarius is opposing you. If you're Aquarius, please fall back. Just wait. It's gonna go away. The girl I knew since childhood who came back into my life, the night we split, has Libra moon, Saturn, Jupiter, and Pluto. But what are the aspects? With oppositions, you have to balance the energies. Yes, Flo King, you're right. You do have to balance the energies, but a lot of people don't know how to balance the energy. That's the problem. If you know how to do it, yes, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. But some people can't, just, they don't know how to do it, and they don't understand what an opposition is, what's a pushback, esoterically, like energetically. So it'll be difficult. So it's better to learn from it and do it. That will kind of open a gateway and open the door for you to learn the opposition. Y'all better not click click the video. Um Sun is Taurus. Sun Taurus squares my moon. My Libra ascendant squares my good. You said I was lucky to learn to humble myself in early years. Then that's not the square. That's not the square. The square is lessons that you need to work on in this life. So are you telling me that you worked on these lessons and have overcome that? Because maybe it's according to which house is in, but maybe you have trines or sextiles that overpowers the need for you to have issues and beef with people. So if it's not that kind of square, it's a psychological square. It's something that you go through mentally or emotionally all the time. So then you can fix it. You know, go start, pick one of your squares and start studying it and see if you could do it. See if you can learn a lesson from it. Don't turn the page, or if you're watching the video, don't turn the video off. Just take it and deal with it. Aries, Moon, Taurus. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was just looking. I'd be so glad when the trolls come in and they leave, and I could tell because a few people in my room come up and then it goes down when they hear what I'm talking about. You know, they're interested enough to click when me talking about moon and this and that, and they're like, "Hey, Izzy." Well, Izzy, if you think you could do it, do it. Everybody can do it. You got to start somewhere, but it's hard as shit to start because you're going into somewhere inside you that says that this is a lesson that I need you to go through this life. This is some hard shit or something challenging or some kind of conflict that you haven't repaired in your previous life. So now we're putting this square, or we're putting this lesson in this life for you to complete it. If whether you complete it willingly or not, the transit is gonna come. If you got like a lot of trines in your chart or grand trine, and your life pretty much easy go, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, yeah, but the transits would interrupt all of that harmony. when they come. And a lot of people who have these trines, they can't deal with it, so they get depressed and they think it's something really bad happening. No, it's a transit. Check, learn about esotericism. I can't even say it because I don't want to make it sound like I said that other word, and then esoteric. I'm just saying that afterwards. I told y'all YouTube do the transcript. I have 10 squares. What did I sign up for? Luck. And I don't mean luck. Like, I'm using luck as a slang, not technically, because, it's no such thing. You just manifest what we want. But, um, 10 squares, that's cool. Like, I would love you to put your 10 squares. Just take a few moments and type your squares. Like, my sun square it is, planet, and this planet square that. Like, do it like that. Anyway, I meant look up my square and study it. Yeah, do that. But you remember the planet energies so that you can, when you feel like something going on with you, but you're not exactly sure, you'll know where to look. Now, I'm sure people told y'all other places where y'all can look, but I'm gonna tell y'all the easiest way because that's what my channel about. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Maybe I should change my name to Shonda Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy. Anyway, you look at the energy of the planets. So we know that the sun is like that authoritative male energy, and I hate saying that because there's no gender in astrology, but usually, the police officers, the judges, people like that are males. But or your dad, if your dad is in your life, or your stepdad, or your older brother, or somebody like that, some male energy or authoritative. Of course, it could be female as well, but most likely is men. Your moon, and you're gonna look at your moon, and so you're gonna look at, let me see what's going on. Is something going on at home? Like, why me and her beefing? Why me and him beefing? Why the kids not getting along? And how is it affecting me? So then you look at the moon. If nothing going on in your house, you don't gotta look at the moon for that reason. You could look at the moon to see, damn, why am I so depressed? I'm typically not depressed, or what am I getting depressed over? What emotional feeling I'm feeling. Then you can look at the moon for that purpose. Like, don't just do stuff willy nilly, because then you're not gonna get it, and then you're gonna have to keep looking for stuff. So start with the energies of the planet. Actually start what's going on and seeing what's going on with yourself, and then match it to the energy of the planet. So if you're like, Dag, why he was so disrespectful to me, or why this manager, was on the side of the employee who disrespected me, because you maybe have a son oppose your son, or a son a square your son, or a sun square your moon, or oppose your moon. See, so they attacked you and you emotionally responded. Yeah, fresh and squeezy, lemon squeezy, whatever. So then if you are like crazy busy all day at work, or running around making a lot of errands, and just going through traffic and parking, and you can't find a space and all that kind of stuff, you gotta look in hey Dana K, you gotta look in Mercury, you know see if you have a Mercury square Mercury, or a Mercury square your sun, or Mercury oppose your sun, because with those driving, you really might get pulled over, or you could be in an accident, or you could be in a traffic jam. But a sun square Mercury, or sun opposed Mercury transit, usually is that you're going to get pulled over, and a guy is not going to give you a warning or a break. So um think about that. So that's the Mercury. Also, Mercury is your thoughts, but I like to switch it up because we already know that Mercury is our mind. But it's also your busyness. It's also a lot of phone calls that day. Think about when everybody talk about this so-called Mercury retrograde, and when they say all the things that can happen, like you might be experiencing that, but it's not a retrograde. It's just that day is a square, it's an opposition. So if I know that's gonna happen on the day that I plan on, man, I want to go to work tomorrow, I just want to chill, or Wednesday, I just want to chill. Well, I'm gonna look on the ephemeris and find out what's going on. What's how is Mercury gonna affect my sun or my feelings or my even my Mercury? How is Mars gonna affect it? You know, Mars and square Mercury oppose Mercury. You want to fight either physically or argumentatively. So on that day, if I know that I got one of those, I got until Wednesday from today after I looked on the ephemeris and saw that when it's gonna hit exactly, and then I can fall back and say I'm a chill. So by the time Wednesday come on, be so chill that it's not. I beat the transit. My sun and south node are in the same sign, so my north node is Scorpio squaring my sun. I don't do, and I know that y'all confused about that, and I just hope that my little legacy on YouTube help people. They'll come back when everybody see all this crazy stuff and they don't understand about South Node and North Node astrology is different from regular astrology. There are things you can make aspect to one another, but you will think you could do more of it, and then you'll be painting yourself into a corner, and you won't be able to get out the corner until the paint until the floor dries. So it's best to keep it separate and not together. But there are some things you can look at to see how it goes. So yeah, anything. So if somebody arguing with you or you really focus on doing something and nothing can take your attention away, look at what Mars is doing. So if you understand and study the planets, because without the planet, is nothing else that we could use because we gotta go back to the planet. Make sure you understand the planet energy, especially Pluto. So Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are the generational planets. Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto are the longest ones to complete its cycle around each zodiac sign. And they are the psychological signs. So see how Pluto is aspecting because Pluto take a long ass time. And Pluto could be happening for a whole year or 2 years. You could be going through something. Or 3 years. It take a long time. Hey, ITN7. Well, of course, your South Node always opposite. You said that makes no sense. Your South Node always opposite your North Node. Well, what did she say? Or who are you saying that makes sense? My Sun and South Node are in the same sign, Taurus. So my North Node is Scorpio, squaring your Sun. I have no strong evidence that even the transiting nodes right now have any direct correlation on any planet in our chart other than autumn stars. Your sun and their south node, or their sun and your south node. And I did a video. I don't even know if I have it up. Don't date your. I forgot how I did it, but don't date your south node. Don't let your sun date your son date there, whatever. So mine is Libra. That's my south node. So I will attract, and they will primarily show me the low vibration side of their sign. I will draw out the low vibration part of a Libra, and we'll have some kind of beef. And they will respond to me the same way. They'll respond low vibrationally to me when we having issues. A majority of the time, there are gonna be some issues, but because I don't focus on the zodiac sign, I focus on their planet. I could find a way to get along with them because of the energy of Venus. So anyway, be careful because your south node is your low vibration of yourself. It's the lowest way we are doing a disservice to ourselves. You know? Hey Ashley. I know. I know. Um, so yeah, it's at it's not always gonna be an interaction of beef, but when attention come, who's gonna have enough strength to pull y'all out? How are you gonna go to a higher vibration of yourself, of the Libra, say, or whatever sign? How are you gonna go to the highest vibration when you're acting from your low vibration? So even if you say I'm gonna be the bigger person and I'm gonna walk and I'm gonna stop arguing, I'm gonna walk away, leave it alone, um, they still could trigger the lower vibration in you because it's the same thing. It's like two low vibrations working together. Think about it. Y'all don't gotta go off of me. Remember, with astrology, all of it mean the same thing, but everybody has a different impression. So you read it and you study it and see how it has the impression it has towards you. But your the sun is usually, I wouldn't recommend that. I mean, only God knows best, but I wouldn't recommend that you date your south node or the sun sign of your south node. Sun sign of your south node. Yeah. I don't think that you should do that. But, y'all might do it and be okay with it. Y'all both codependent on each other. I need you to be happy for my own life. Like, I need you so that I can be happy. So you got to keep doing things that I need you to do to ensure my happiness. Okay. So I don't know what Clyde is saying exactly. I just read the first half of it. I think he was giving me all these different astrology aspects and planets to his south node, and I just said that you don't do that. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah, Clyde got to get to know me better. Just look at your, like I said, look at your whatever you're going through. Just match it up with the planet energy, and then you know your south node sun you shouldn't date and have a serious relationship with, but you never know. You might be married and have a lot of Venus babies. I don't know. Um, but the one who get on your nerves is the sun of your north node. Now, I gotta tell y'all this before I end my little video. And since we're talking about my favorite part of astrology, is north and south nodes. um, it's it's your it's the lesson that you absolutely have to learn. So the way how it's going to get on your nerves, it's like everything that you cannot be or do yet, that you struggle with or say I'm gonna do that later, they do it naturally. Even if they and it don't matter if they low vibrational, high vibration of your north node, low vibration of your north node, even at their low vibration of your north node is better than your regular self. Like they can do it in a damn low vibrational way, and it's still better than you trying to do it on your own. I'm tired. I'm wasted. I love you, Johnny Whistle. Johnny Whistle, whatever. I can't say it right, Johnny. Okay, so example, Aries is my uh north, which I got very upset about. I always say this because I was reading and understanding what a north node was, about your life path, about your spiritual gifts, your special this, da da da, all these beautiful kumbaya heaven angels with the harps. So cool. Like, this is finally the answer that you were looking for, the key of life to unlock and activate and all that stuff. And they said it was a Aries. No, my nemesis. Yeah, they're my brothers and sisters, man. They my siblings because we both come from Mars, but they from the other side of the track, the Aries. So I couldn't believe that I was actually the one thing that they say that I have to have the traits and the characteristics of an Aries. I don't want not one trait or care of an Aries. That's how it was until, because I used to think they were saying that I gotta be like an Aries, but they're not. They're saying your traits and characteristics. So, and of course they're gonna say whatever their traits and characteristics are of that sign that they can do naturally that you can't do. Hang around them, be around them, stop moving away from them. You put your north node and your south node into this life, so now you're trying to run away from it. Some patience. You can't give her that credit or him that credit. Your roommate. You can't. If you're giving that person credit, you're already manifesting that they do. And what if it's not complete? The lesson is not complete, and that roommate is not around anymore. How are you gonna finish it? Because you didn't manifest it. You just manifested it to your roommate. So that means that esoterically, your roommate has control over your changes and developments. I don't know what you mean by that might be true when you're born, but might not be later in your life, depending on your evolution. What are you talking about, Clyde? What are you talking about? Anyway, so I couldn't stand it knowing that that was anywhere on my chart. I mean, I have a Saturn in Aries, but I was just dealing with that one thing, and then you're gonna tell me it's something else in Aries, and it's my North Node. But I'm such a South Libra South Node that I didn't want to be selfish and impulsive and not thinking and and all that, bum rushing people and then saying you sorry after you knocked everybody down. I didn't want to be that way because I'm so Libra South Node. So that's why I was resisting it. But since I've been on YouTube, um, my success has with my channel has come from 3 Aries. Just letting y'all know. Shonda. My North Node in Gemini and Sun Gemini. People irritate me. You know why? Because you still thinking that you're the teacher. You still thinking that you're the professor. And for many eons and eons and eons, you were. You are the scholar. You are the professor. And eons of your previous lives, your energy of your previous lives. And you still are studying and using big words, maybe just because you want to know what they mean, and some big words you're using on purpose because you know you're going to talk over people's heads and you want them to study and you're not going to tell them how to spell it and you don't want them to Google it. Like, learn the word. What's the Latin root of the word? So, I get it. But guess what? Not only are you a Gemini sun, but you're Gemini North Node. So you put in your life, this life, to be the student. You're the student. You gotta stop talking so much. You gotta stop talking at people. You gotta stop cutting people off. You gotta stop saying little clever, sarcastic, witty kind of things to show superiority in your communication and your thought process. You gotta stop. You gotta stop because you're gonna get frustrated. And it's gonna be some ways that you could be successful in your life, and then you're gonna be stuck and not understand why. Because in this life, you are the student. You have so much information and have gathered and learned, and so much information has penetrated and permeated. Oh gosh, I forgot how you say that word. Throughout your bones, that you feel so full, but still not full enough because the Jupiter in your south is expanding knowledge. Now you gotta, not expanding knowledge. You are, professing knowledge. Um, but now you as the student have to learn from your knowledge that you had all of these eons and gathered and studied and penetrated. You have to now be the student to accept the lessons. And the lessons is coming from yourself, but it's not going to seem like that because it's going to be coming from people, situations, and stuff like that. But it's really coming from yourself. So you have to learn to listen to people and stop thinking people stupid and they irritate you. You said you wish you knew astrology too. I always say that because when I thought I really needed it, well, I knew I really needed it, like the knowledge I have now on it, like 10 years ago, wow, I would have really aced this test. But I think that God, the universe, whatever, didn't set it up for that because he knew that that would be the catalyst for me to really go hard and studying this stuff because it'll benefit other people, maybe the way how I break it down. So, nope, you learned it as you meant to learn it. I mean, we are here to move towards our North Node. No, we're not. No, we're not. We are not here to move toward our North Node. All right, anyway, if our whole life we are not up to even the lower vibrations of the energy, is it saying that you would never accomplish this goal no matter how many lives? I don't know how many lives. I'm not a psychic that could talk about future lives and stuff like that. I'm an astrologer, so what I'm saying is that there's no way that we will ever be able in this life to do our North Node because it's too much. Like it's like almost being perfect all the time and always doing the right thing and being on active and activative mode, like inspired mode, motivational mode. Like that's not humanly possible to be like that all the time. So there's no way that you're going to be able to do it. Then once you try it and start it, like you want to pick a thing and you start working on it, you got to like experience life, let life happen so you can understand the energy that you're learning from it and see making sure that what other aspect it has in your life that is going to actually assist, accomplish, or fail. So, but we're not here to do that. We put it in our lives so that that could be something. We put it in the bag of shopping when when we went to the May the Force Be With You store, and we had our little Trekkie things on and all that. Wait, that's not Trekkie. I forgot. That's not Vulcan. That's a nano. Anyway, we put that in our bag of groceries of planets. So everything that we are experiencing, we're experiencing through the experience of what we need to change for our soul. The reason why we do our North Nodes is because we want our souls to ascend. Ascend. We don't want it to stay on earth and continue to live and relive and learn these lessons about keep coming back and learning and learning and learning. So your North Node can give you like this real keen knowledge or insight on what you should be working on in this life. Because remember, we put it there. So we're going to project energy and information for ourselves so our souls can grow and ascend to the higher place, whatever highest place that you want your soul to be. Okay, Taurus rising and Sun, Aries, Moon. Not sure my nose. You can go and look at your all you need is your date of birth. You don't need your time and location and all that, and just Google North Node calculator, and then put your birthday in, and it'll tell you what your North Node and South Node is. Well, I don't think that we are all part of each other, Pisces. Clyde is a Pisces, y'all. That's why he's talking like that. I believe he is. Or am I thinking about Claude? Because I know Claude is a Pisces. I see Clyde. Claude. Right. Anyway, I don't believe that we are all part of each other. We are all individual people, our souls, wherever they are, in whatever limbo or thing they are in, maybe be collective. But if we're gonna be a part of each other, we're gonna be part of each other from our contracts that we made from our previous life. So, for example, my daughter is a part of me. Duh, right? But she is in this way. So maybe in this life, I'm the mother, she's the daughter. In another life, she could have been the wife, I could have been a husband. She could have been the teacher, I could have been a student. I could have been a student, she could have been a teacher. Whichever we were, our souls and our energies were the same. And we agreed to complete this task, whatever we worked on, because it was something good apparently in this life. So she came back as my daughter, and I came back as her mother. So it's more to that. I think I did a video on that. I think maybe I'll make it public, and I got a little bit more deeper, like way deeper actually. And I'm not gonna do no fake deep right now. I'm just saying that is more to that. It's also also how the karma. Remember, the karma doesn't play out in the same life. So it's like you do dirt, you get dirt, yes, but it's not in this same life. Um, like the other, it's different forms of karma. The ones that everybody talk about on average is not gonna happen in his life. So if you do something in his life, you will get your it back to you, your lesson, or it'll come back on you in the next life. And then after you heal and fix your lesson or whatever you did of this life, the third time around, if you come back, but the third time around is when you're gonna get the rewards of fixing it in the previous life. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's the North Node force you to change patterns in your life. If you choose to activate it, and we do our North Nodes anyway. We do some of those things that we need to work towards to get to a higher place. We do that anyway. We just don't notice that we're doing it. So if I act in any independent thing and say it's about me, and I stand up and I take leadership and I take responsibility and do it with confidence and no fear, that's the characteristics of the Aries zodiac. That's one of the characteristics. So I'm doing that. Yes, I'm doing my North Node because that's what it's supposed to. I'm supposed to have the energy and the characteristics and traits of Aries. Because when I'm not, I'm doing opposite, which is Libra. So it already helped me being a Libra South Node for many, many, many lives. So now I have to be more dependent independent, not so codependent like the Libra. So I have to work on independent things and being courageous about it, having courage about it, and not worrying about anything or comparing myself. I got to be on some effort mode. Like, if it's something I need to do, I need to do it, no matter what fears or concerns or grievances that I have, I still got to do it, because would the true high vibrational, Aries have a second thought about doing that? No. So I have to think of that as well. So I have these conversations with you guys like this to talk about it, um, just so that it'll help you think about astrology in a different way and think about your charts in a different way. You're never going to know everything about your chart. It's like you're never going to know everything about yourself. Certain things that are mysterious and hidden, we will know, we will find out when it's time. Some people say in our grave when we get judged. Some people say this. But, we are supposed to have high ascension, at least for our souls. At least for our souls. But the people who you are getting along with in this life, and it could be any relationship, it could be any race. Like, it could be a big huge black man, like football player, like basketball player, and a little short white woman, old and gray, and they had this perfect, and like Snoop and Martha Stewart. I just thought of this image, but I'm talking about worse than them. Like, the dude, not like as smooth as Snoop. He not, he big and dark and scary looking, but they have this perfect energy, because it's not them, like their outsides, their culture, their lifestyles on this earth. It's their souls. They made a contract, so they were something else. The energy always gonna remain the same. So, maybe you and your dad get along like good as shit. It's because maybe he and you was something else in your previous life. And y'all made an agreement and y'all made a contract that, yo, we're gonna keep this going. All right. I know I spent way much more time than I thought I would, but I just wanted to again come on here and talk about astrology, have conversations, help people to think about things in a different way, and to always manifest things for yourself, and always say that you have a great life, because you do. And I know I have a great life. I have a good life. And how you can say it and know it as if it's the truth. Think about anything good in your life. I don't care if you got 99 problems, but something, not one. What is that something? What is good about it? And based on that energy of feeling good, then you say, I have a good life. Because you'll be thinking about that, and it will not feel like a lie, because the thing that you feel good about is not a lie, right? So, yeah, I have a good life. I have a great life. I have a beautiful life. I have a cool life. Like, whatever you want to say that you have it, and it will manifest. Because if you keep saying I have a great life, you're going to think about things that make you feel great, make you feel good. So you're putting your energy towards it, and that's manifestation. Love it when you put energy toward it. It's like a really dry, like a thirsty plant, waiting for you to water it. And as soon as you do it, it revitalizes and make it feel really, really good. Well, that's how manifestation feels when you put energy towards it. And everything that you want is already here. It's about time and space and distance. So the more energy that you put towards it, the more closer you're moving it towards you. So if you ever, never, ever watched my channel before, you got to understand that this is what I like doing when I do live chat astrology talks. I just like talking about astrology, helping people if they have a quick question. If y'all feeling me, thank you. If you want to donate, thank you. Is $ Shonda Cash app. But please send out good vibes and good karma. And I am working on my monthly zodiac readings, which is going to be astrology, but it's going to have each sign. So I can tell you what's going to happen in Virgo season. Hopefully I can make it in time and do the video. I don't know, like, my cat moon is not allowing me to make this promise because I'm like, well, you can't make a promise to people because you said, and you can't go back. So then I'm gonna stress myself out, making myself happen. I'm making it happen, making myself do it, force myself to do it because I can't break the rule. What's my PayPal? Shonda Rise Astrology. Everything Shonda Rise. 23 in the chat. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate 3 in the chat, but I really appreciate 24 in the chat. Um, they're gonna come around because people, no matter how lit, popping, energetic, entertaining, they watching all these YouTube videos. One day they're gonna really want to learn astrology and what it's about, and they're gonna come back around to people like me, like Dolo the Pilot Man, who makes it make sense. Wait, I gotta say one thing about my little bro before I go in, and I'm gonna go. I'm sorry. All right, so Dolo the Pilot Man. So somebody in his live chat last night said that they got to get a glossary of terms to understand what he's saying, and then somebody else said something about, you know what, I'm out. I don't get not a damn thing he's saying. And I'm like, no. If you like that person's energy and things are resonating, but you can't get it, stay and keep listening and you'll get it. Don't just leave. So I'm just saying that. He is also true. Only time that I would stop saying that Dolo is that if I see he loses marbles or something, and he start talking like these other people on YouTube. Then I gotta sever ties, and he probably won't care because he'll be in this like weird state. Um, thank you, all on stars. 24 is good. 24 is your birthday. What? August 24th? You Virgo? Is it the 24th? Or you had the same birthday as Bill Clinton? I think it is because me and Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton has the same birthday as me and my ex Virgo husband. So I was Hillary for his birthday only, and he was Bill Clinton. So I understood their marriage because I understood our marriage. Anyway, I will see you guys at another time. Thank y'all so much for the people who came on. And I know there's other people that didn't come on that either they're sleeping, they didn't get the notification or whatever. But it's all good. Have a good night. Thank y'all for coming on. I appreciate it. I don't know why my chat is doing that. You're welcome, King. Good night.